Hi guys, so in today's video we'll go over the pre-market analysis, so you guys will see me doing all my markups and everything and how I come to my bias and how I come to my trades, and then you'll see the trade recaps at the end. Let's look at Euro USD first. So Euro USD, I took 2 losses yesterday, both in London session, and I didn't trade New York. Yesterday, I was thinking that it would either come down to this order block and then go up, or yeah, that was my bias, right? That it would come down to this order block. So yesterday I had a bearish bias because we were respecting this 4-hour fair value gap and this 1-hour fair value gap right here. Fair value gap. That was a little bit disrespected, but I thought it was okay because it was a little bit only. Coming into London session, we've got this sweep of liquidity right here. And I noticed that it was a bit sus because instead of like a full close, it was just, look at this, how this candle closed. It just closed like that, right? With this candle, it should have been a sign that it wanted to go up. but I kind of just ignored it because we've got buy side liquidity here, sell side liquidity here, and I just thought we wanted to sweep this buy side, tap into this order block, and then just come down. So even though we already tapped into the order block right here, as you guys can see, this candle already filled the imbalance and already tapped into the order block, but I kind of just ignored that. So I guess yeah, I get what I deserve for ignoring. So we got the 5-minute fair value gap right here, and I sold once, and then we got another 5-minute fair value gap created here. So I sold once the fair value gap was created there. So the lesson there is just stick to your analysis. Don't take trades if you don't need to. And I realized one of the lessons that I learned a lot yesterday as well, like it really drilled in for me, was just trading is more about not taking bad setups than it is about taking good setups. Because when good setups form, you usually would take them, right? It's not like it's very hard to identify good setups, but it's very difficult to not take the bad ones. Then NASDAQ, honestly, NASDAQ was the better one to trade yesterday, but in London session, I should have stayed focused on NASDAQ during London session, but I didn't. But it was such a small range, this range. I don't really exactly remember what I said, but I think I said that it will come up here and sweep this and then go down, right? Or I don't know. But it did exactly that. So it went up there, sweep, and then just came down, but there was no entry, so I couldn't enter. We also ended up taking these two sell side that I marked out and then started going up. So we could have taken this trade as well. But this is a little bit outside of London, so I wouldn't have taken that anyways. NASDAQ, the main trade that I won was New York session. So we've got this, let's go back to the 1 hour. So 4-hour order block right here, and this 4-hour fair value gap. So we got this 4-hour fair value gap right here. So this is that 4-hour order block. So we tapped into this 1-hour order block right there before going up, and my bias was bullish, right? So my bias was bullish yesterday because we respected that daily fair value gap and that 4-hour fair value gap. And right now, during New York session, it's fine to just come down and sweep this and just tap into that order block. So that will still be a bullish sign, right? So I was still bullish when it did all that. So I still wanted to look for buys. But the main reason why I actually, I did win yesterday, but the main reason why my win was so little was just because I was watching this other trader's stream, and he kept saying that he was bearish. So then this is like the worst possible mistake you can have, but I just followed his bias instead of my own, and then I ended up having this very tiny trade. Let's see where I entered. I think it was here probably. Yeah, it was here. So this 1 minute fair value gap right here, which also had a breakout structure, so I got in there. Stops just below here because I only wanted that fair value gap. And then I got out, I think here. Yes, this exact trade. Because I remember it was 1 to 1.7. So this was my trade yesterday. Yeah, my initial target was honestly like here, which could have been a 1 to 4, but it even went all the way up here, I think. Yeah. So what I should have done was just not go on that stream, or even if I was on that stream, I should have just stuck to my bias because everything was so clear. There was no invalidation of my bias as well. Like my bias was still there. Yeah, this is just sort of like a confidence issue, I guess, because my bias was still there. If you see like this 1 hour candle, with this 1 hour candle right here, we tapped into this 1 hour order block, and we also just swept this liquidity. So it didn't even close below this low, so it was a very clear sweep on liquidity. It was a market structure shift. So yeah. Another reason why I got a little bit concerned was probably just because of this massive fair value gap right there, which is why I got a little bit like changed into that bearish mindset. But yeah, just no more going to other people's live stream and taking their bias. Let me know if you guys would like this kind of like pre-market analysis and then post-market recaps. It gives you a lot more context when you have that whole analysis going before I just take that trade. Bye.